Beautiful crowd. Let's start. So my name is Anton. Maybe you already found me on LinkedIn. If not, you can do that right now. My name is Anton Ossipovski. Just write it down there. Um, more than 10 years already, I work as a service designer. And we are serving a lot of companies, including, hello, Kai. We are serving a lot of companies. Let's say, to be honest, my personal love and passion is retail, and not so strong love and passion is a deep tech startup. But as you saw and as you can understand, I work as an associate already, like how many more than 3 years at Beamline, where I help exactly deep tech startups to grow. You know what we are doing at Beamline. We are deep tech accelerator. Let's say clean tech, but of course, clean tech strongly related with all these deep tech topics. So yeah, same time, some time ago, I was a CMO at Basis ID, and that was KYC solution for financial institutions. Maybe when you're trying to enter to bank or to some crypto exchange or something like that, you can see there this verification of your document, verification of your face, verification of everything. So we were one of such companies, Basis ID, and we successfully sold our business to Swedish cybersecurity giant named ZignSec, what is publicly listed in Stockholm, Stockholm First North, Nasdaq First North stock exchange. Yeah. After that, we decided that right now we should be investors, and we started FFF community. You can go and check on fff.vc. Right now in our community, more than 350 people. And it turns out that right now we invest in early stage startups, deep tech, all these things. So this is why I am here. And all these times, what I described you, that my main task was to help early stage startups with marketing. Let's say with very different purposes. Sometimes the main target is not sales. Sometimes the main target is to show some metrics for investors. Sometimes the main target is just pump some sales to show the revenue before fundraising process. Sometimes, yes, that's just approach of potential customers or marketing campaigns. It strongly depends of what type of business do we have. It's like B2B, B2C, or SaaS. There is some special things, and we will talk about it later during our workshop. Yeah. So this is about me, almost everything. Now I will ask you to introduce yourself in 2 words, and I will ask you to not just tell me your name, but I will ask you to say your name, to say name of your project, one-liner of your project, and if you already made this job, because I see here some experienced people who already passed some accelerators, some programs, entrepreneurship development programs, and blah blah blah. So I believe that you already have kind of understanding of your ideal customer persona, and just tell about your existing status with sales or letters of intents or pilots, so achievements at this moment in this project with what you are here. Okay, that's good. So let's start.
Okay, may I start?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'm Timo Kantola. I'm founder of EOD, and we are saving the world with natural technology. So we are making nanobubbles to the water, which makes actually many different processes more effective. And we started with the greenhouse environment. where we have achieved, or our client have already achieved world record with cucumber growing, or excellent records, personal records of different farms, what they are growing, strawberries or tomatoes, etc., etc. And we did sell our first model, which was more or less a prototype, more than 10 units. And today we have made 500,000 euros turnover, and our second generation we have sold now 4 or 5 units, and it's actually now ready for the market.
That's good. All the sales are done as a direct sales. You don't have distributors or something?
We are fighting with some distributors, but we have not many. But the market where we have been or where we are today, it's easier to sell anyway when the client knows his salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not so easy and simple.
Mm-hmm. I know.
When we go directly selling and they don't know us, it's hard to get the doors opened.
Of course. Good.
But
thank
references are there.
Thank you, got it. But maybe one short note that in your introduction would be better to hear something like you're producing the solution. I believe it's not only hardware; it's like solution. Yes, in total.
Yes,
Simon. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get better answers from Peter now.
Yeah. Okay. So you're producing a solution for
water treatment.
No, not for water treatment. For producers who want to receive record results in cucumbers production, or how to say it better in English. Yeah. So it doesn't. You are producing the hardware not for water treatment or not for But we will talk about jobs to be done framework a little bit.
Yeah.
Who will be next?
I can take over.
Let's
because my name is Peter Christiansen, and I'm the colleague of Timo, and I joined the team for a couple of months ago, and I have been working with several type of entrepreneur companies, and now because I saw that Timo has a wonderful product. They have done a huge product development, and they are producing nanobubbles, and they can increase the content of dissolved oxygen in water. This is very unique and very, very suitable solution. But we have seen that with a small investment of our solution, they can get a huge impact on the outcome in this type of industry. And that's why we are now developing our concept more to HaaS concept, which is hardware as a service. And it's much better. It will be much better concept for the customer, because we start from the pre-survey, and we take over the delivery, and then we follow up. We give the full service to them, and we just send them a monthly invoice for the service what they get. So we are on the way to develop, and until today we have around 20 different type of customers paying for us for our service. And now our target is to think with this team how we should start marketing our HaaS service for different markets. So we have a clear purpose why we are participating the meeting here today.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Let's move on. We will talk about it. Who will be next?
Okay, me.
Let's go.
My name is Aigars. I'm from Latvia. I'm a co-founder of company Carbonless Future. We are producing like vertical farming containers, but especially for growing trees with a big glazing wall, 10 meters. So our product is for companies, big corporations or governments. We offer grow trees on their premises. And to meet ESG, they like regulations, taxonomy regulations, and we are working on carbon credits as well. And the container works as educational and like a marketing tool as well, so the companies can grow a marketing project around it. Yeah, and when the trees are grown on a container, we donate them to non-profit organizations so they can plant in the woods. Yeah, we have a working prototype for more than a year. We are testing because we are, and not a lot of companies doing this, so we didn't find any other companies. So it's a new product. It's hard to enter the market, but yeah, we have a distribution partner in USA and in India. We have some talks with big corporations. Yeah, but still we don't have any sales, so we are struggling somewhere. Maybe it just takes a lot of time to get in the market. Yeah, but something like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, who will be next? Keep dynamics, guys. Don't lose our dynamics. We are limited on time. So Kaya, please, let's go.
Yeah, okay. I am Kaya from Q Technology, and we are upvaluing problematic textile waste into rigid, durable packaging material. It outperforms cardboard in terms of durability and reusability, and it comes with much smaller CO2 footprint. We don't use any chemicals and water in the production process. And we help with our packaging, the companies reduce packaging waste and packaging cost. And we are targeting e-commerce companies in the sectors like electronics, fashion, cosmetics, and other consumer small goods.
So you're targeting like more than 2 or 3 ICPs, but the potential customer group. So it means that you have team like, I don't know, 15 people, I think 20 people to target with the decent approach, with the proper follow-ons, with the good email sequences. I think that to target such a big segments, you should have like, I don't know, not less than 10 people in your sales team.
Okay, that was a very good remark. So we are mainly targeting currently, we call them re-technology companies, telecoms, and all the companies who are operating in the field of resale, buyback, trade-in of electronics, leasing and rental of electronics. Because the value of our packaging relies on reusability. Then comes the cost saving and environmental saving. So we need to target those companies who have those those closed loop logistical systems where the packages are traveling back and forth.
How many companies do you have in your pipeline right
now? Around 50.
And what is the progress? Do you have already pilots with somebody, or because of course I know Qt, so on exhibitions and all these things, we are from same circle, same network with Raiku, with Vula, with Qt.
The real challenge has been that our material is 3 times more expensive than regular cardboard. And then, like I said, the cost effectiveness comes from reusability. And we were struggling in the first year to find the right product market fit. And then we found it in this technology sector. And yes, we have the pilots running. We have the biggest telecom in the Nordics on board. So our client is Telia in Norway, in Estonia, in Finland, and we are hoping to get also to Sweden. And we are in talks with telecom and technology companies in Germany, France, UK. So, but this sailing takes a long time. So because it's also new for the companies, but this sector is willing to adopt these reusable solutions. But like I mentioned, these others like fashion and cosmetics and this sector hasn't been easy to enter. Lot of challenges, even simple ones like they're asking about the color and the printability, and they are very picky. So, but we are still testing if the luxury sector will accept the material or not. But like you mentioned, we don't have the team of salespeople. We have only two people dealing with sales, and not the perfect process is in place. So that's why I'm here.
Good. Who will be next? Faster.
I can go next.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone. Yang here from Lala Impact in Sweden. We are developing an AI-powered decarbonization platform for the manufacturers. So most of our customers, the ICPs, are medium to large size manufacturers. In terms of status or phase, we are moving from smaller scale pilots to the large scale demonstrations. So currently 120K ARR from the latest records. And I think this year, as we close the year, perhaps around 200K euro ARR. We are here, of course, a lot to absorb and also learn regarding sales marketing. We're doing mostly direct sales, so definitely looking into potential areas for scaling, because now we're also working more with the large scale leading manufacturers in Europe. So that's something we're trying to prioritize.
Okay, that's good. Very good for you. Ernest?
Hi.
Yep.
We are a startup that is developing a web platform, Nuto. This is a platform where food places can add their food ingredients and generate a QR code for every dish or for the whole menu. When the QR code is scanned, the customer will get all of the information, nutritional values, as well as ingredients list in the desired language. And this brings transparency, information transparency to the restaurants, caterings, and food services. At the moment where we have had several pilot runs with several caterings, and we are onboarding one restaurant, but actually we have encountered a bit of resistance from restaurants. Actually, they don't want to be transparent nor showing what they are cooking for us. So we have to build our marketing so that the end users, the people, would motivate restaurants to be more transparent. And the paying customer is the restaurant.
Of course, yeah. Of course. So you're working in just consumers' interests, but restaurants should pay you, yeah?
Yes.
Not bad model, but maybe you already found your product market fit with caterings? No?
Not yet. When we had some founders, we have some founders in our company that are business developers in a bigger. She's a business developer in a bigger company, and the company ordered catering. And when they asked for a catering for this QR code, the catering said, "No problem, we'll make it. Absolutely no problem." But when we as Nuto asked to continue providing these QR codes later with other for other companies, they said we're not ready yet for this kind of transparency with everybody.
That's good. Got it. Okay, guys. So during our today's meeting, I will cover different topics. I definitely hope that I will touch your pain points, because I prepared today's lecture like regarding your questions, regarding some notes what you've sent me previously after my request. Yeah. So let's start moving, but please use yourself like you're at home. Just raise your hand and start talk if you want to discuss and go deeper with some topics. Yes. I absolutely appreciate to be here with such a mature entrepreneurs, and I absolutely appreciate that you are founders. In my life, I wasn't founder. I didn't found any companies. I always work for other big companies, big projects, etc., etc. And I absolutely excited with our entrepreneurs and with all the founders what I can see included in today's meeting. So I will share with you my experience. If you want to discuss something, just let's discuss it. So from what we should to start? Yes, firstly, we should to start that go to market, and today we should to talk about go to market. Yes, that was our like main topic. I saw that in our program, in our like correspondence and thread, let's say. And if we talk about go to market, what is very important that go to market, it's like this stage between you have solution, and doesn't matter on what stage, idea stage, prepared solution, or you already have your first sales, etc., etc. So you have kind of solution and you have product market fit. And between these two things is a go-to-market strategy, go-to-market stage, doesn't matter wherever you name it, yes, but this is the exact go-to-market moment. And we will talk about exactly about go-to-market layer, yes, go-to-market layer between product market fit and your solution, yeah. And once I thought how we can translate it into more like marketing or into more understandable language, and I found that your solution, we can understand it like your message, yes, your message in the market, on the market, yes. And product market fit is what is your auditorium. So there is a lot of different auditoriums, but you should find your own auditorium. So if we talk that product market fit is a layer between your solution and product market fit, we can translate it as oh damn, look at that. We can translate it as a message and like auditoriums what will receive your message, yes. So we should to like find channels, find this auditorium from all these potential product market fit auditoriums. We should to find them, and we should work with these three things, yes. Your message, your how you communicate your solution, yes. Different auditoriums to find the best one. In this middle layer is a channel and methods how you can communicate this. Oh, Miss Young already left us after this beautiful words. So, and we should to find this magic in between of these things. We know right now, we know a clear and understandable definition for two parts, yes. So the message, and we will talk about storytelling, we will talk about value proposition and how to formulate it, because I absolutely not satisfied with your one-liners, what you provided to me, yes. It's like it looks like you not evaluate your products enough, so your one-liners what you provided me right now looks like you don't know the value, or you are not excited with the value of your product, of your solutions, yeah. And that's a start. If you are not excited with the value, if you are excited with your solution, no, it's hard to sell. It's hard to sell somebody, because somebody should be excited with your solution, not with the value. Because and that was my question with this record, what you mentioned, Timo, with this record and cucumbers production. What is the name? Farm or manufacturer? Let's say manufacturer, yes. Because That's a fantastic achievement, what gives you a lot of sales insight. Yes, and you can, with this achievement, because you have a solution, you have an instrument how to achieve this achievement. Excuse me. Yes, you can go and just dry this segment because you already have a message. You already found how to communicate with exactly this. Your ICP, not manufacturers or of vegetables, etc., etc. You have this one case, and I believe that cucumbers producers can evaluate this case as nobody on the market. Yes, if it's used for cucumbers, I don't know that it's used for tomatoes or not. Of course, you know that it's used for sure, definitely, them, of course. But firstly, we should to find how to dry, how to dry the segment, what we can achieve easily, as easily as we can, And if we already catch this opportunity with some small like pilot project, and we receive proof from crowd, we receive the quote from some important person, from some scientist or somebody else. We receive results of this pilot, yes, with numbers, with some I don't know, photos, definitely needed. So now we just should go use exactly this wording, what was used by our partner in this pilot, exactly this quote from this scientist boy, yeah, and we can just send it and just dry this segment. So it's not it's not so big magic, but I found, to finalize my thought connected with this first bullet in my notes, I found that where is the biggest magic? To think not so wide. Sometimes in discussions inside Beamline, yeah, or for example with our portfolio startups, somebody talks like tells like, oh, we should to think outside of the box. We should to think outside of the box. From marketing point of view, and quite often from crisis management point of view, because it happens sometimes with our portfolio startups. Yes, I prefer to think where inside the box with resources, what we have and what we received at this moment. Yes, and if we already achieved something, we should to think how to emphasize these signals from market, how to emphasize this sales insight, what we receive from first customer, from second customer, from couple of dialogues, and how we can use that to absolutely dry this definitely very, very small segment. And only when we can declare that, like our first and potential segment was cucumbers. Excuse me, but I like this word in this case. Yes, only when we can declare that we've already, like, we know everybody from this segment. We met in their exhibitions. I don't know what else, what there is, like, I don't know, fairs or something. We met all of them. All of them know information about us. They receive some, I don't know, paper leaflets, not only like first email and we forget about them. They received like bunch of leaflets. They know us, etc., etc. And we grow on this market. Only in this case, we can switch to another market. Yes. If we received one like signal and that wasn't true, that wasn't like, it happens quite often, especially with e-commerce. Like founder thinks that, we received this 1 or 2 or 3 sales, and we will build our marketing campaign built on this market signals, these sales signals. And they start to redefine their strategy, etc., etc. It can be a mistake. This is why I think this is the biggest magic. First point, to recognize these signals and understand, because you can't talk with all of them from the market, like during 1 week, during 1 month. Yes, you should spend some time. And this is the magic, how you can talk with like 10, 15 potential customers, potential partners, people from your niche, your ecosystem, and how you can catch this signal, for your future strategy. This is the first thing. And second thing, to be so self-confident and strong to hit in one point. Because as founders, we are scared to start work with one very small market where is like, I don't know, 20 cucumber manufacturers in this region.
We have 40 families.
40 families?
Yeah.
You mean in total, or you have already onboarded?
No. We have at the moment in that region where they are concentrated, we have 5 clients now.
Yeah.
So we are slowly getting in.
You're receiving and you're recognizing signals correctly, I think. So I wish you good luck. Of course, we will work like deeply on our personal sessions, but what can I tell you? You're doing good. You're doing good, guys. Okay, let me continue. So let's try. Sorry, our connection with Google Meet is not stable. Yeah, for sure. You can turn off camera and do please whatever you need to do. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. How can you recognize the first point? Of course, yes, we should recognize these signals. We should find them from somewhere, and we should recognize it. How we can do that? The first point, of course, in interviews. So let's say that I think that in the biggest amount of cases, you will listen about interviews and about jobs to be done framework. Give me feedback. You already passed these things or not, or we should talk about it in details. Talk with me. Don't drop me off.
Generally, I think we know jobs to be done. And I've had some interviews, obviously.
Okay, guys. So I think that interviews are the most powerful method how you can receive not only first signals, but proof market, etc. The biggest problem for founders is what? When we are starting, for example, customer development interviews, and especially if we are talking about idea stage, yes, idea stage startups. Of course, they start talk about that nobody answering me, they're not interested. Like, for example, we define some niche and we start try to arrange like penetration with this niche, yes. And of course, founders are back to me and with these talks like they don't interested. I received like three emails with the proposal to arrange kind of like meeting and all these things, and they just answered me, we are not interested, or something like that. And of course, it's understandable. Firstly, if we talk about email communication, and we will talk about it later when we will talk about communication at all and funnels, we will talk about it in more details. But if we talk about emails and sequences, I will ask you to go by link in our chat what I've sent you. I've sent you like 30 minutes ago, and you can open this PDF by Microsoft, and you can open the page number 5. Page number 5. Tell me, please, can you see this beautiful graph? Yeah. This statistics regarding emails. Yeah. It's more kind of sales statistics. So, but I absolutely like to show this slide to our portfolio startups, portfolio companies, because from here you can see that, like, let's say only on the 4th letter, quite often you can think that you can start communication. Yes. And I would say that if you've done less than 3 emails with kind of like proposals, it's not enough. Of course, this is why I am a big fan of automated email sequences. I am personally use Pipedrive CRM. Tell me, please, in a couple words about your CRMs and about your email sequences. Who will be the first? Pastor, guys, don't lose dynamics. We are limited on time.
We don't have a CRM. We have Trello, and we have tasks in Trello. basic tasks.
Okay, Timo, better.
We are too slow and too little.
Timo, I should say one of our problems is that the potential customers, amount of them are also limit. And for example, in my earlier life, we used HubSpot in our customer service, and it was much more efficient. But at the moment, it's more or less we are doing outbound in our sales work.
Outbound but it doesn't matter. You're using inbound channels or outbound channels.
Yes.
Anyways, you should have CRM to keep your connection like one place. And there is a lot of very important features right now in CRMs. Why I definitely recommend to use and mostly Pipedrive. Of course, I have an experience with HubSpot, but it's very expensive.
Yes.
Quite.
And that's what we needed a very cost efficient model.
You're right. I understand you definitely, because HubSpot is free, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's like totally free to start. But after that, you will recognize that if you want to connect it with your Gmail or corporate email, kind of like that, you should to pay. If you want to receive notifications that somebody opened your email or not, or clicked on a link somewhere there, you should to pay. And you should to pay for, like, I don't know, for everything in HubSpot. Yes. Yeah. So they lie when they talk that it's free and all these things. But for example, if you use this Pipedrive package for 50 euros, if I remember correctly, you receive all this, like, let's say, basic functionality with all these analytics, with all these pipelines, etc., etc. But the main features why you definitely should have a CRM to keep everything in one place, to have an opportunity quickly open and catch this idea what you're talking about with your potential customer. And what is very important for me, to send emails right from CRM, not copy email, paste it in Gmail, send it from there, blah blah blah, but send the emails right from this style in your Pipedrive or HubSpot or wherever, Salesforce, but it's much more expensive than HubSpot. Yeah. And the second point is to put notifications about future activities, because this is the key, So my marketing experience gives me a clear understanding that you can receive leads, you can receive sales from any channel. For example, you can receive sales for e-commerce from SEO. Of course, it's only the question how much money or time you're ready to spend for this channel. We are here, you are here, are founders of startups, which means that you're limited with the time. You have your runway. You don't have like additional resources, etc. You have your limited runway. So you're limited with time and with money. So it gives us an understanding that we should use automations and we should use organic channels as a first priority. Yeah. So in a cost efficiency question, if we're talking about sales process, I think that 50 till 100 euros per CRM, that's like, you shouldn't exchange your money to time, like with an example with SEO, for example, because with the SEO, search engine optimization, you should to hire copywriter, you should to hire some person who will buy the links, you should to hire some manager who will make all this meta description, who will make all this FIQ with correct wording and all these things. So you will spend a lot of money, but you will start receiving leads from this channel like after 5-6 months. Exchange is not this exchange doesn't look like win for you.
What do you think of AI-based lead systems?
Stop. Lead generation system.
I know that it can be automated, like one platform just looking for leads, the second one send the emails, and then if they're gonna receive something, then they can give the
I
calendar
can give
link
you.
and for a
This is
meeting.
this is not a main topic of our
Yeah.
discussion, but definitely we can't avoid this question because you are almost every one of you are from B2B sector, B2B niche, and B2B outreach is always question. So I will quickly give you the how to say toolbox. That's a quite modern, beautiful word, toolbox of tools what you can use, but you should be careful. You should be careful with that. So quickly, the first point you mentioned that like automated outreach and all these things. Yes, I'm a big fan of automations and all these things, but I prefer semi-automated way. Like, for example, I don't believe in sequences absolutely automated for everyone, but instead of that, I believe in templates. So sometimes my managers set up a pipe drive like that. They just move the tile to the next column, and this person receives next email in this sequence. I don't like that. I prefer firstly open, check once again the history of our relationships, and after that choose from a prepared templates what I want to send. Yes, to check this template once again, it's like more. It asked me like 1 minute more for each potential customer, maybe 2 minutes if I decided to edit something. Yes, but once again, what it gives me, I'm checking does this person opens this email or not. Or in Pipedrive, I can see clicks, yes, and I can see that 3 clicks was on this link. That's a signal to me, so I can edit something. Yes, I can decide that I will just drop him a very short message like, "Don't have doubts, let's arrange a call, bro." Or sometimes I can see that message opened a lot of times and all these things. And to be honest, I decided once that I will just send the part from Eminem's song. Yes, do you know, "Dear Slim"? You're not answering me. Yes, so I'm just copying the part of this song and send it. And this creativity gives human touch to this communication. Yeah, this is why I'm not a very big fan totally automated communication. It looks like shit quite always. But if we talk about, for example, cold outreach in LinkedIn, what you should have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Yeah, in LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you have a lot of filters. So you can find the decision makers for your company in Sales Navigator. And if you're interested in setting up this process, I can help you with that on our private sessions. Yes. So to do that, you should have LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Filters very advanced. You can choose the industry, you can choose the experience of this person, a lot of filters, and after that you will receive, for example, like, I don't know, 400 of potential decision makers in your niche in the world. So what can you do with all these people? You should add them firstly as a friend. To do that, you can use some kind of like automation tools. Yes, there is like 3 automation tools what I can advise you. I will share with you the links right now. Like, for example, the simplest and the cheapest one is octopuscrm.io. I'm sharing right here this link, octopuscrm.io. It's very simple interface there, so you can just export contacts from LinkedIn Sales Navigator there by 1 click, and you can start automated campaigns. Firstly, for sure, connection automated campaign, and to do that, you should prepare first. Connection message. It should be smaller than 200 letters. All these things, and my experience shows that quite often connection works better without any message. Okay, so for example, you added a lot of these people to your personal LinkedIn, and it's very important because it's personal touch. You will build relationships as a person. Yes, you added all these people. After that, what you should to start? You should to start automated messaging campaign. You can do that once again with this tool with Octopus, but there is like more advanced tool if you want to build like more integrated campaign. We are using Valaxy. I will share right now. I will share right now the link right here. So this is the Valaxy. In Valaxy, you already can integrate it with email. You can do like, let's say, integrated campaign. But to be honest, I prefer do not to over push. Yeah. So if person added me on LinkedIn, I will continue relationships on LinkedIn, and maybe after second message, if he starts to reply me, I will ask email. I will add this email to our CRM, and we will move to emails with our conversation. Yep. So yes, that's a one tool, and Octopus. Once Octopus understood that they should provide like more advanced tool to be competitive on the market and keep competition with Valaxy, so they provided this Dripify tool. I already shared link with you. It's quite same as Valaxy, but from Octopus Octopus team. Okay. But for example, if you want just collect leads and receive it as a table, like company name and all these things, and you want to receive that in a table view, I definitely can recommend you a tool named Phantom Booster. 1 second, I will share the link with you. Phantom Booster. Boom. Link is here once again. You can read cases, and there you can click on a solutions button. Phantom Booster is quite advanced and useful tool. So right now you can see my screen, and here you can see the Phantom Boosters that page, and here you can click on solutions, and you can choose the solutions suitable exactly for your goals, for your purposes. Yes. So enrich data, or just find and extract leads from LinkedIn, for example. And here they have a lot of prepared automations for LinkedIn. Yes, you can read the description from here. So it's very easy to use, very easy to implement. So yes. And maybe the last one instrument, what I will recommend to sales managers, to you as a sales manager, is a Clay. And Clay, to be honest, Clay is the total magic.
Yeah, I wanted to use the Clay for the leads. Yeah.
Yes, you can do that. And if I remember correctly, they still give something like 1,500 credits free as a trial, as a starting package. So you can open one Clay. After that, you can open Clay to like for you another email, another account, and all these things. So if you are in this cost-effective strategy, as Peter remembered, yes. So yes, Clay is a very good instrument. You should to spend some time looking on YouTube how it works. And it might need some additional funding if you want to connect there some databases, because they have an external databases. They can enrich data for about your customers, but you should to connect it separately, like for separate money, for separate additional money. But anyways, Clay is a very good tool. So right now you have all this automation tool, what I advise you. But same time, in 90% of cases, it would be enough for you just to have a Pipedrive or HubSpot but I don't like it. The good CRM with the good templates. And in the biggest amount of cases, it would be enough. I think it's like, there is like beautiful, like, let's say, words that stupid person creates mess around to feel himself tired. So it means, like, I will explain the meaning of these words, that quite often founders start to approach different segments, different potential customers group through different channels, using different tools, just to feel themselves busy. So I'm doing so much things for so much potential customers, etc., etc. And back to our idea about the magic of go-to-market strategy. Choose this 40. Don't choose. These 40 producers found a lot of information. Create a good tile in your CRM about these producers. Find the contacts of some persons in these factories or farms, families, you told, yes, about cucumbers, yes, and just start to approach. And if you made like less than 5, 6, 7 touches with each of them, that wasn't a good job. That was just mess around you to feel yourself tired. For example, one of our portfolio companies right now is fundraising. In their pipeline, it's like 700 of potential investors. They sent 2 emails and they received quite significant amount of answers. 30 companies answered them and some of them moved forward. But for me, it's so big amount of companies, it's so small amount of touch points. Yeah. So there should be a balance. This is what I mean. There should be a balance. Yeah. Let's continue. So interview. When we started Basis ID 8 years ago, that was like typical solution as already like, and we understood that there is a lot of kind of like solutions, kind of same solutions on the market. So we started just ask people to talk with us what is not enough for them, or with an approach like we are collecting data in this niche, like identity verification niche. Yes, we are collecting the data, what is not enough in existing solutions and all these things. So we didn't start sell like, oh, we have this solution and this solution is better because of like very small additional features what are not needed quite often. Yeah, we started with like questions, with the proper questions, like we are doing the research, we are finding, maybe we will find something what is needed for you right now, but what is not provided by existing providers of this solution and all these things. And we thought that we should to approach one segment. Let's say I will not describe one segment, but we found during this research that okay, I will explain. We thought that our solution is suitable for banks, yes, because where you should to go through KYC, and banks especially. For example, in Asia, quite often it's not offline because they can't provide offices everywhere. Yes, so you should to do that online through your phone, etc., etc. And we thought that it's quite big market and all these things. Let's cover exactly this niche. We started to talk, and we've talked with a lot of banks, and we found our niche during interviews with, like, let's say ML Raw or leads of KYC departments in banks. We found first insight was that the price what they pay to existing providers are so low that it's not interesting for us. That was the first point. The second point, that banks are serving a lot of like third parties. Yeah, like small companies, like some financial institutions, etc. Yeah, and we found that all these companies quite often don't have a KYC solution, and quite often they can't subscribe a contract with very big supplier, who serves bank, for example. And we just switch our attention to these smaller companies, and that was this moment when start this ICO boom. Maybe you remember initial coin offering, yes? And you can't imagine how many these ICOs we've served. So we found this, let's say in terms of total amount of transactions, that was not so big market, but that was very good market for one small company from Baltics, yeah? So this is how we started, and this is why I'm a very big fan of interviews, and I'm pushing all the founders to start with interviews from the idea stage. Give me 1 second. I should to send an answer in one chat. So yeah, let's continue. So right now I should to finalize my thought about jobs to be done. Yes. Anyways, you should have a clear understanding what problem or what goal your solution helps to achieve your customers. And this should be your one-liner. Not we are a company who are producing non-membrane hydrogen storage systems. Nah, good for you. You're producing these capacitors. Okay, that's fine. But how can you help me? And for example, this is an example with one of our portfolio companies. Yes, I'm talking about right now. And they found that their niche, their like first niche, will be telcos, telecom providers, because they found that they, with their solution, it doesn't matter how it works, it's membrane free or with membranes, or it doesn't matter for customers. Yes, so our guys found that their solution gives an opportunity to keep energy for basic stations of telecom providers, basic stations in very different locations. For example, where can be some problems with energy, you know. So it's like UPS, but more sustainable, bigger from capacity, bigger as a capacitor, yes, and all these things, cheaper, etc. So that was like solution. We are selling solution. You know, we don't sell our idea. We don't sell description of our business. We're selling solutions of some problems. It's very important for understanding when you're working with your customer value proposition, what you will communicate using storytelling and all these things. Okay. So we discussed about this, let's say, message part. Yes, we discussed about this message part. To create this message, you should understand the problem of your customers from exactly one small, understandable for you segment, from where you already received some sales insights, sales signals, you know? Quite simple. Second part of this combination is what? Is ICP. I mentioned that we should to create this description of solution, understandable description of this solution, exactly for whom? For small group of people, for our potential customers, from small segment, from this small niche, etc., etc. So it's very important to understand that ICP is always a description of exact person. ICP, because I know that quite often ICP means like, oh, our target market is a middle-size factories with a headquarter in Berlin, I don't know, with turnover more than, I don't know, 50 mils, etc., etc. It's not an ICP. This is maybe your niche from helicopter view, all these things. Because ICP should be an understanding of your potential decision maker in this company, because you should to cover this person with a beautiful blanket of your attention, you know, exactly this person from this factory, from this family of cucumbers. Yes, we should to cover this person of our attention. We should to understand, we should to check this person and follow on LinkedIn. We should comment this person on LinkedIn. For example, we can use automation tools to leave comments on LinkedIn. 1 second. Automation tools like that. I will share the link right now in our chat. Yeah. Yeah. So, for example, using Go Extrovert, you can create your customized feed of LinkedIn. So right now, LinkedIn is shit. You understand that? Yes, you can go there. You will see a lot of messages. You don't know what to do with all this shit, etc., etc. In Go Extrovert, you can create the customized list of the persons with whom you want to start building relationships, etc., etc. So you will comment only these people. You understand me? Give me kind of like feedback. Yes, thank you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you should use only Go Extrovert. I'm not advertising person. I just mean that to send one message is not enough. One email or one message on LinkedIn is not enough. On the other hand, to start advertising campaign, integrated advertising campaign, 360 degrees advertising campaign using Google, Meta for retargeting, and LinkedIn to receive leads, etc., etc., it would be not cost effective. Yes. So this is why we should build relationships, and this is why it's so important to have a clear understanding of our ICP, ideal customer persona. There is a word person. Yes. This is why we should to define this person as deep as possible. Yes. Follow on LinkedIn, start comments on LinkedIn, find an email, write down, prepare account-based marketing approach. Yes. Just Google this person, find maybe he or she participated in some kind of like panel discussion or exhibition or something else. Yes, just drop a message like, oh, your words here or article where you mentioned or something was very useful. We are already friends on the LinkedIn. Yo, don't talk about your product from your first email. Hello, I want to introduce you our solution created to to put there something created to add hydrogen in water. Sounds bad. Let's close mark as spam.
I
Yes?
see those messages every day on LinkedIn, where some discussion, people are coming with their own product.
Because people are lazy and stupid. Excuse me. People are quite often lazy. They don't want to prepare. They ask me about automation tools because they want to create one typical stupid message in ChatGPT. They don't ask me, oh, how can we create the sequence of our messages using Claude AI. Yes, I mean yes. So to keep our tone of voice. They don't ask about it. They don't ask that, like, oh, I've prepared a lot of articles, not with ChatGPT. I am prepared a lot of articles with very valuable content. Yes, with insights. I've analyzed some articles. So I want to keep my tone of voice in my communication with other people. So I'm ready to upload all this content created by me, some maybe YouTube videos or articles. So I want to upload it in some GPT, in some AI, and receive the sequence of emails with my tone of voice. They don't ask about it. And quite often, if person will ask about it, it means that he or she can find the answer like in Google, in YouTube, or something. So yeah. What I mean that especially in B2B sales process, we should to keep in our mind that there is a lot of touch points needed. And if these touch points look as shit, what will be result? It's obvious. Result will be the shit. So unfortunately, I'm very big fan of automations, but especially if you have, like, for example, one of our portfolio companies, they sell not a product, they sell a technology. Yes, so customers are buy like certificate and like how to know how to build a production line, especially for this solution and all these things. Yes, and they have like 15 potential customers in the world. What can we automate there? Yes. So back to our question about ICP. It's not a like description of legal entity. It's a description of real people in this legal entity with whom you start to build relationships. Yeah. When you started to build relationships with your partner, I mean husband or wife, yes, you once decided that I will achieve that. I will fight for that. Yes. So quite same thing, because especially in B2B sector, we are building long-term relationships. And how can we have a hope that we will build long-term relationships doing like automations what are needed, like when we give like 5 seconds per person, let's say. Nah, sounds not so efficient, let's say. Okay, so we have ICP. We found that this is exactly this guy who is responsible for procurements in this company. We already added this person. We dropped him a couple of comments. We dropped him a message on LinkedIn like, yo, bro, I'm reading your publications, or I saw the article where you mentioned, or I saw your company was mentioned like in top something, etc., etc. I admire your success. You are so good. I don't have any requests right now. Just want to send you my kudos, and that's it. And that's it. And quite often people respond to these to these messages. They send you like, oh, thank you, bro. That's nice that you are like from another country. I mean, from Finland, from Estonia, from Latvia. And you are keep an eye on that niche, etc., etc. And this is how relationships build. You answer like, oh yeah, and we are working on same niche and same field. So very, very interesting future. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing like, oh, maybe you can consider our solution as your future, blah, 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 something, etc. No, just building relationships. And on like 5th, 6th, 7th touch point, you can gently like drop something about your solution, about what you are doing, but not from the point of view like we are adding hydrogen to water, but from the point of view like one of our customers are made their record in terms of cucumbers manufacturing or something, etc. Because you should to raise interest and create a FOMO from start. If we talk about B2B sales process, yes, feeling of missing out. So I don't care how my competitor, I don't know who is exactly my competitor, but all of them are my competitors. Maybe today is the small family farm, but tomorrow it will be a big factory or something, yes? So I, to be honest, don't care how they receive the result, but damn, this person helped to receive this fantastic achievement. Tell me more. So, you know, and once again, that's a very, how to say, it needs self-confidence from founders. Do not to start pitch from the first touch point your product and we are ready to help, we are ready to customize everything for you and blah, 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 all these things. So you can't imagine how people are tired from these customizations. Quite often founders think that, and that was my insight from my sales experience, not only with Basis ID, but with our portfolio startups, that quite often founders think that, we can customize our solution for this exact customer, for this exact case. We can like rebuild something, we can like all these things. And here is a mistake on both sides. In one hand, that's a mistake for founders because they will spend a lot of money. They can't replicate, quite often, they can't replicate these customizations. Yes, they can't apply these customizations to other companies. So they will just burn money to that. And that's the worst. In the worst case, the main result from implementation of their solution achieved because of these customizations, not because of replicated part, but because of customizations. And that's a worst case. And there is a mistake from customer side because they have an understanding that, oh damn, they will start this customization process. So it means that we should give an answers to all these questions. So it's not a plug and play thing once again. Again, we should to like change something in our production line. They will ask some information from us. Of course, for example, as a procurement manager, I don't want to provide them this information, or I'm too lazy and I will just connect them with this project manager or product manager. This product manager, let's name him Steve. He just don't care. He don't want to implement nothing because he's not like C-level guy. He doesn't have shares in this company. He just wants his salary and his main KPIs should be done. Yeah, and it gives much more longer sales cycle. So customizations, be careful with customizations, let's say. Be careful with customizations. Louis Vuitton will tell you like, dear Kiyud, we want to have like your package with our print or something. That's good. And you will think, yes, it's so good. We will receive like very good case and we will we'll tell about them in our web page, etc., etc. That's.
I wanted to add, this was a very, very good point about customization. And for example, that's why I'm just like, it's like a light bulb for me that with electronics, with a certain type of products, we can prepare the set of standardized products for phones, for laptops, so we can do it. But going to the fashion sector, like you said, it's never-ending story about customization, and it's such a headache.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Yeah, so let's don't speak about it anymore, about customizations. I believe that you understand everything. But what I want to add you, but just tell me, do you know what is Kano model? Kano model. Do you heard about it? You didn't hear about it. 1 second, I will share the link. This is the quite simple and primitive model. What gives you an understanding what features should be in your product and what features you should to develop in future. So how to prioritize features and quite often as customizations. Shared the link right here in our chat. So let's continue. We already have person, we already have the understanding of this profile, we started to build relationships with this person, etc., etc. We should polish our customer value proposition. Yeah, and we already have the idea what we want to communicate. Yes, right now we will talk about this middle layer where is the main magic are happening. Yeah, so what we should do, the let's say old school approach of creating, of defining, of customer value proposition is the problem. How to say problem plus achievements, problem plus significant results, let's say. Yes, so you can describe the, like, quite often you have task, you have not problem, but I mean in the description it should be like problem, but to use the word problem, it's not a good idea. This is why we now have this beautiful word challenges. Yes, and it's like normal phrase, like quite often you're facing the challenge how to achieve a significant result, and or how to achieve a new record in cucumbers production each year. Yeah, so it's not a problem. You shouldn't define it like you have problem in growing cucumbers. No, it's that's a worse situation. They don't have. Yes, but this is like their tasks, what they should with what they should deal. Yes, to do something. Yes, and achievements, what they can achieve. Yes, and achievements quite often, unfortunately, not the economy. It's very, very important, because quite often I can see that startups, that founders, are they put it on the first place. Like, with our solution, you can like spend less something, spend less money, spend less fertilizers, spend something less, etc., etc. But the advantages of using your product are much more important than economy or efficiency or something like that. It's very important, and I am this person who gives you this hint. I believe that you already faced this question, like, should we talk about economy, or should we talk about like our solution more? I will give you an answer. You should to talk about advantages of using your product. What advantages receives your potential customer, your partner, when they will use your product in their tasks? It's very simple. It's very simple. Yes. Do you have questions, guys? No? Already tired?
But what if the things that you perceive as advantages, your customer doesn't perceive the same way? You think that it would be advantageous to, for example, to have a CO2 certificate on each dish, but the restaurant doesn't think the same way. You have
Absolutely.
you have to see the world through the customer's eyes to understand what's beneficial for them.
Mm-hmm. I will give you an example. Like, for example, I believe that you know this test for people with mentality problems, when you should to put a triangle brick in triangle hole, and a square brick to square hole, and all these things. Yes. So just imagine that hole is the customer. For example, we have customer with triangle month, and we have a square brick with our proposal. can we put a square brick into triangle hole? I'm scared that not. But now, for sure, we can use a lot of money as a hammer, and we can just, I don't know, do that he or she should eat my product, my brick with my communication. But for example, if we talk like our customer value proposition is like a square brick for this triangle hole, let's say that same time, if you're doing that with not proper communication channel, if you use like a lot of channels, if you use like dark sales methods, etc., let's say that you're pushing to eat your square brick with a triangle month, and you're doing all this process with the legs, by your legs. Yes. So I know that in startup world, in startup ecosystem, it's very popular in your cases, in cases like yours, yes, like start this discussion about this needs what are still not understood. So our customers just don't know about these needs, and we should to rise this need. Yes, we should. And after that, coaches start talk about educational content, like we should to educate our potential customers. We should to, I don't know. I have a lot of colleagues who like to talk about these educational things and about educating and all these things. But to be honest, I'm not big fan of such an approach, because you will spend your time and money to educate some people. When you will educate them good enough, your competitors will just come and cover this market and all these things. And unfortunately, it's hard to raise investors' money to educational educational process in our marketing concept. Yes. Because if you want to raise money with a normal valuation, you should to show what? You should to show that you found your product market fit, like with these cucumber things. Yes, we already helped our cucumber family achieve this new record. All these things we already like in this word of mouth, and everything is start moving. So right now, just drop us money, and we are the money machine. We will provide you like 10x more, 20x more. Just give us money. But if we talk about educational content, you can't promise something to investors, and in this case, you will be agree with a very small valuation, or no, difficult situation. So it would be easy to find the understandable needs of your potential customers, and just give them a new solution, or not new solution. Just give them a solution what gives them opportunity to achieve new records, to achieve more productivity, more money, because they will sell more cucumbers, details, doesn't matter what, but new achievements. Sell them new achievements. If your product can't sell new achievements, it's, let's say, why you do then this product? Why market needs this? So yes, do find this need from some market insights or not? Or maybe, but once again, I started my meeting with you from these words that, to be honest, there is always some niche who will pay for your product. Maybe it gives an understanding that not restaurants should pay for your service. Maybe the people who receive the value should pay. That was my joke during your introduction, during your first words. Yes, that maybe who receives the value from your product should pay for this product, and maybe you can do not educate restaurants and blah, blah, blah. But maybe you can use educated people as this critical mass who will just push market to use your solution as a hygiene on the market. Of course, there is other danger things that you can receive competitors on the market, but I believe that there are some competitors already. But yes, we talk about exactly one case. We will talk about it on our private sessions. Yeah. Back to our question about CVP, customer value proposition. In old school way, let's say that it's a problem plus new achievements, new results, new records, new advantages, etc., etc. So let's do a quick like training. I will give you 2 minutes right now. I will turn off my camera and I will give you 2 minutes for you to come back with updated one-liner. Let's say like today, your one-liner is your CVP. Yes. Just do that in old-fashioned way. Yeah. Problem and what new achievements I will receive with your solution. Don't focus on your solution, please. Like we are new supercapacitor. We don't use radium. We are using these Wolfram panels. I don't care if I'm telco and I need to have a sustainable energy sources. No, using radium or Wolfram, not so like strongly important for me. So yeah, like let's do that during 2 minutes.
Anton, give us an example, just an example of how it should sound.
Yeah, I can do that. 1 second, and at the same time. I will share with you one more tool. You can just save it for future. This tool named Virus, and I absolutely and strongly in love with all the marketing and sales communication what they are doing. So if you're not use the Google search or Meta ads or some like PPC, paid pay-per-click traffic sources, Virus is not needed for you to know about Virus and all these things. Yes, so you can just forget about it. But I definitely recommend you to subscribe to their newsletter, maybe to leave an application to use their service, to go the sales process, how they sell their product. Yes, so Virus is the attribution attribution monitoring tool for digital marketers. Yes, I don't think that you are potential users of Virus, but you can read the CVP there. Yes, Virus provides the highest level of tracking and attribution. Then it uses this data to create personalized, human quality direct marketing. They don't talk about how the technology works. Yes, if you will use that, you will know that somewhere they add pixels, somewhere they add like additional letters and numbers in UTM link, somewhere they just compare visual. So different sources, different approaches, etc., etc. So technology is quite difficult. Yes, but nah, I don't care. I just want to choose what creative performs better, and I want to put money in this creative, what performs better, and that's it. That's enough for me. Yeah. So this is a very good customer value proposition definition. Provide the highest level of tracking and attribution. Nah, because I need tracking, and I need to have an understanding of my attribution. So like 2 minutes to improve your customer value proposition. And I have, to be honest, I have like more 2 or 3 topics to cover during our call. So let's move faster. Let's skip paste. Paste, not paste, like paste. Paste. So are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. I'll be the first.
I'll be the first.
Let's go.
Nuto provides a solution for food information Nuto provides a solution of food information accessibility for food places to attract customers that are attentive to what they consume.
Beautiful people. Do you have an opinions about this value proposition? Very difficult.
Very too many words.
Yes, the first point is very difficult. The second point, you're still fighting for restaurants. So I don't know how strong this competitive advantage that they will receive this strange people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one wants choosy customers. Everybody wants simple customers that come, eat, and leave their money. And
yeah, exactly. If I am like keto diet cafeteria, or if I am like a vegan coffee shop or something, yes, I already oriented to these people, yes.
Yeah.
But same time, if I'm just regular restaurant, what creating like regular steak with potato or something, yes. Does it sounds for me as a new advantage? No, I don't know. So think more. I guess let's go.
So we bring visibility and credibility to ESG by making carbon, biodiversity, and social impact clear and visible and measurable. Yeah.
Difficult. Not so strong. Not so strong advantage.
Okay.
Not so strong advantage. You know.
Yeah.
Think how to emphasize.
That's because when one big corporation just told us that they are looking for visible way, and that's how our idea was born. We talked with Amazon. Yeah, that they just invest a lot of money in the things that they don't see a result, and we showed them the container, and they wanted just because it's visible way. Yeah,
okay, but why you're not using exactly this wording? We give you an opportunity to visually communicate that you are ESG oriented and all this carbon. Yeah. That's it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's easy to understand.
It's easy. It's much easier to understand, and it's like not so difficult. Not so difficult on one hand to understand, and on the other hand, like it describes like that you are for decor, not only for this ESG, blah blah blah. So your first customer and first like who was that decision-making person already gave you the exact wording. Visual, what visual way,
Visible way.
Yes, doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yeah, you can find it better than me. So yes, just we are providing visible way to how to say to show everyone that you are in ESG and that you care about planet. Damn, that you care about planet or something. So think how to emphasize that. Yes, of course, it's not the final polished definitions, but I believe that you get the idea.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks.
Timo or Peter?
Peter first.
Let's go. Your mic is turned off. Turn on your mic, please.
Okay,
Now,
here I am. The first thing is that I learned a lot, and we have a special circumstances in Finland this summer when it was 1 month very hot, and we have very difficulties to grow cucumbers in our greenhouses. So the new question for me will be: do you often struggle to grow cucumbers in the heat of summer? And the answer is yes or no. And it will be very often yes, I believe. And then we have the solution that our customers didn't. And it will be, what I think, a good start for the conversation. What do you think?
I think that yes, especially if you already well informed, well prepared, you have some information about your potential customer, etc. But right now I'm talking about like your one-liner, your description, not about how to start, etc. For example, for Nuto, it's also good way to start discussion, like, are you like have some special needs in your diet, some special needs in your like how to say consuming of products and choice of products in store or something. Yes, so that's a good way to start the discussion. But right now we are talking about your customer value proposition, and your customer value proposition should be like understandable from scratch.
Okay.
So Timo, do you have your updated one-liner right now?
I did write a sentence. We
Let's go.
boost your water for your greener profit.
No, not we boost. It's we boost. You will like what? But not profit, not about profit. You will grow more cucumbers with us, and that's enough. You will achieve new record in growing cucumbers.
You know, one of our clients said that at least I sleep better now.
And maybe, bro, yes, and maybe that's a good wording, and you can say something like you will sleep better while your cucumbers are growing.
Yeah, they are not sleeping. Yeah.
No, that's true. Yes, Kaya, let's go. Turn on
You're
your
muted.
Okay. Yeah. We help telcos, and other technology companies who provide circular services like leasing, rental, and resale of technology to cut costs and reduce carbon footprint with reusable packaging.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is that those companies, that their problem is that they have circular services, but still single-use packaging. We can help them to
understand that totally. I think that you can do the first part much more simpler. Do not to describe in so details like telcos and energy
technology companies who provide leasing, rental.
Yes, exactly,
resale.
etc. Yes, you can just maybe say that something like. Damn, we should to avoid word cheaper. We should to avoid word cheaper. Yes.
But everybody wants to cut costs.
Yeah.
The telcos, luckily, they also want to reduce carbon footprint.
No.
And they want to increase.
Cheaper, but we should define it as we help you to grow profits. We help you to grow profits by renting. How that was renting?
No,
and
we are selling those packages to them. They are circulating them.
Yes. But
what they said that the using these reusable packages help them to save costs and increase the customer experience. So the problem with the used electronics is that they are normally sent in some ugly bubble wrap and ugly packaging, and they want to upgrade the customer experience also in reused technology sector.
1 second.
So there are things that they define themselves as a very green companies. They provide circular services, but they still use this single-use packaging that immediately becomes waste.
Yeah, so we can say that we are enhancing the benefits and users' experience of tech. How to say tech rental and what companies? That's it.
That has been the problem. How to define that sector? There are these technology companies like telcos and some other who provide these services, like you can trade in, you can buy back, resale, rental, leasing. There are like different descriptions of this.
All this, no. You can go from exactly types of this electronics. So it's always should be a small electronics or not.
Yes, like
that.
Consumer electronics, like laptops, tablets, mobile phones.
Consumer electronics. That's good. Consumer electronics.
But not like refrigerators and
consumer electronics. We are enhancing
small consumer electronics.
Good. We are enhancing the benefits and user experience of what rental and
resale
of consumer electronics.
But with what? With reusable
packaging. With what? What?
We are okay.
Maybe it makes sense to mention somehow. Yes, that with packaging, and that's it. That's it. That's it. We are enhancing the benefits and user experience of equipment. We of technology rental of rental and reselling of consumer electronics
with reusable packaging made of textile waste.
So different. No. Made with reusable, blah blah blah. So something like that, but you should do that simpler. Okay, let's go back to our lecture. We have like 10 minutes. We are limited on time once again, I will tell. So, okay, the first point, and that was why first. It's not first, to be honest. In my slides, it's already six. My sixth idea, what I wanted to share during our workshop. So, of course, you will ask me how we can we can provide this customer value proposition to market, and what content channels we should to use. And so, for example, we should to use our customer value proposition in very different methods and like applications. So what can we do with that? And I have an answer. Firstly, you should to prepare the master document. It can be the text document in pages, or it can be the Miro board if you use such solutions like Miro or Keynote or something. And there exactly should be this customer value proposition things. And it's not only this like one-liner. One-liner is an element of customer value proposition. What else should be there? So you have this one document or one Miro board, and there is collected what? The main thing, proof from crowd. What is proof from crowd? What does it mean? It means like quotes from people from ecosystem, yes, from cucumbers farmers. It should be pilot cases with the results, with photos. Photos are very important to show that people are alive, that you implemented in real households in like real conditions, yes, and you already implemented. What else should be there? Feedback from these customers, from pilot projects, etc., etc. What else? There should be collected grants. If you applied to any grants and you received grants, it's very important. It shows that government or university or somebody else supported you. Yes. If you received investments from investors, you also can show that, because it's a credibility. Yes. If investors believe in you, it means that we can believe in you. You have sustainable business. You have runway, let's say. And I would say that patents and certifications can be in a like maybe not in the last place, but not on a first one place. Yes, because that's an always question. Yes, if you can improve my process, if you can improve my production line, if you can improve something, we can start discussion. If you have like license, if you have FDA license in UK, in US, then we can start use your services. Yes, if you don't have an FDA, we can't. But things what are like on hygienic level. Things are on like hygienic level. You can mention them like the last points in your presentation. Yes, it's important and it should be. And we are here because we already have these things. Or if you don't have licensing, if you don't have like patents or something, you can mention that you are in process. Yes, it's okay. But anyways, you can do not like put it on a first place. You can just, it's important, it should be, but the main thing there is requests, is the quotes, is the feedback, photos. Yeah. If you help me achieve the fantastic result, we can find a way how to avoid this tricky certification process. If value is so huge. If value is like, we have doubts about this value, no, let's talk about, do you have or not these patents? Yeah, you have. Okay, see you next year during procurement process. We will send you our RFP. Okay, there was question about content marketing. Yes, what content should we prepare and all these things. If I remember correctly, that question was exactly from Qt. Yes. So content marketing, exactly, absolutely agree. Content marketing is a very important part. And quite often people think that content marketing is creating of content, creating of articles and publishing them in our blog. And that's it. Yes. But content marketing named content, what? Marketing. So once again, two things are very important there. The content, what you are creating, and how you distribute it, how you do the marketing with this content. it's not about content creation. It's about how you distributing this content, how you deliver this content to your potential customers. Yeah. So it's not only a blog publications, more of that. Nobody will see these blog publications. Okay, we can talk about blog publications for SEO, but you can do that only if you are SEO specialist. If you just ask like, ChatGPT, I need a help of SEO specialist. Can you prepare for me an article which would be better than my competitors' articles about this topic? That's a worst approach, yes? But for example, if you use SEMrush tool, do you know SEMrush? I can share the link right here. I'm sharing a lot of links with you today, but you should understand that using of all these tools is not the first priority for you and not the second priority for you. So you can just keep it in the bookmarks and forget about it. So for example, you can use SEMrush to recognize the keywords with potential commercial interactions. After that, you can find the competitors with these potential commercial interactions. You can give the SEMrush to analyze this their articles or their content with these keywords. And after that, you can use all these inputs to create unique piece of content. What after that, you should to check with a humanized checker, because if Google or Bing, if you will work for US market, you will work with Microsoft Bing, yes, they will recognize that it's just an AI created SEO content. It's no any value for you, no any value for search engine optimization of your project, of your web page, you know. So if you are a top-notch professional in search engine optimization, you can experiment with that. If you think that you can just create a lot of articles with ChatGPT, put them on your web page and everything will work, maybe during like couple or 3 weeks, but unfortunately it's not enough. It's not enough for search engines to understand your content and start to give you leads from your content. Yes. So to do the search engine optimization correctly, I definitely recommend you to find the professional for these things. Firefly's AI note taker disturbs me. Okay, let's continue. So firstly, about content marketing. What is that? Articles, videos, webinars, and case studies. These 4 types of content you should use like in content marketing. And of course, it works better if you can prepare one piece of content with all these 4 things. Yes, this is the article with the video, and there is like opportunity to participate in kind of like webinar. You have like lead trap for leads, how it named correctly in English. Yes, like small form where you can leave your email if you want to participate in our next webinar. Yes. So, and all this content in the same blog article. Yes. And in this article, you are talking about some like kind of like I don't know, new idea, new invention, and you have real examples from real cases. It can be examples from one case, one pilot project, what you already done with your customer, with your potential, with your pilot partner, etc., etc. But you know, when you're preparing this piece of content, you should think how to emphasize it, how to do that as strong as possible. It should be like, you know, like punch in the face. Not like we are creating content to create something, you know. So, and after that, second question, and as I told, the question how you distribute this content. Of course, the obvious method, what? You are sending these pieces of content where? In email sequences, in your newsletter. Yeah, you have a beautiful newsletter. Of course, in your web page, you have, of course, you have this question, but where can I find these emails for my newsletter? How can I collect this email database? Yes, to create all these newsletters. the simplest answer from your web page. You should implement their kind of like forms where interested people can leave their emails. And in other hand, for sure, you can collect emails from people. Just collect emails from conferences, from meetings. Just don't be scared to ask people. Don't be scared to ask people from industry that if they are not against, you will subscribe them to your newsletter. And to do that, they just need to leave their email. And that's it. And that's it. For example, in Beamline, we have a lot of people in our newsletter who just gave us their business cards, and that's it. And we've added them in our database for newsletter, and it works quite good. Yes. So you have a lot of email sources. But for example, from in other hand, you can spread this information in your LinkedIn, but not just create a post. As a founder, you think, oh, I can create a post in our corporate page on LinkedIn. How many views, what engagement you will receive there? Like 50 people in the best case, in the best scenario. Yeah.
Much less than when I do it on my own personal page.
Exactly, sir. You should do that. You know, this is right now, it's like trend and very trendy, let's say, naming founders-led marketing business, founders-led marketing strategy. And that's the one and only way for early stage startups. Yes, when you will distribute this content, you will not only publish this content, you will send this content in your direct messages. If you remember, on our previous step, I told you that you can collect the relevant people in your LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You can connect with them, but you should to keep them warm. You should to keep connection with them. You should, stay connected with them. And if you create any content, really good pieces of content, you can share. Just drop, yo, bro, we created a new article about how to receive more cucumbers from square meter. Can you just quickly read it? And I will appreciate if you can give me a feedback. What do you think? Why not? And you can send it on LinkedIn. I mean directly, not like in your publication. Yeah, it's very, very good opportunity. Yeah. So yeah, for example, LinkedIn and other sources, and your previous contacts and all these things. Good. I thought that we can do it as a short workshop where I will ask you to think about 2 or 3 pieces of such content, and you will think about how you will distribute them. Right now, I have an understanding that we don't have time for such a workshop, yes, but it would be your task for our next meeting. I remind you that our next meetings would be personal, yeah? So before our next meeting, you can think about topics for you next 2-3 pieces of content, what will be inside, and how you will distribute these pieces of content. Yeah, quite simple. I think like 15 minutes for you. Okay. During our private sessions, we will talk about funnel. During our private sessions, we will talk about funnel. We can't cover this topic right now because our time is over. Yeah, so the main thing for early stage startups is that they should focus on organic channels and automatizations. Organic channels and automations. Yes. What organic channels do we know? Emails, of course. You can collect emails from everywhere. You can just Google them. You can use tools like Apollo or Lucia. I'm scared that you don't have enough money to use tools like Zoom Info. Give me 5 seconds. I will share with you the links to all these tools. For example, Zoom Info and Apollo. I think it would be enough. In another hand, in the clay, AI. For example, in clay, there is opportunity to connect Apollo and Apollo's databases for like enrichment of contacts, but it's not your task number one. It's not your number one priority. So emails and LinkedIn messages, and what is very important there, text content, sequence of messages is very important. You saw this picture. You definitely should have like 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, messages on LinkedIn, etc., to build a good contact with your potential customer. Yeah. Yes, so we are distributing content with these organic channels using automations. We are collecting feedback. Based on this feedback, we are putting them in our CRM. We are moving our tiles in our CRM, like, oh, this person answered to this request. We are starting, so it's this person, this potential customer is not called anymore. We are moving this customer to the next column, so we can send the next piece of content with maybe some cases, etc. Do not to over push the deal, yeah. And we are moving them on a pipeline. What is very important, what is the funnel, is the understanding what content we are sending on what stages of our sales funnel, yeah. So that's a very simple understanding of sales funnel. What content, for example, maybe here we should send PDF with very important recommendations and advices. What we found during our work, it's not directly related with our product. It doesn't mean that you should to implement our solution to use these recommendations. It means that, oh, we're just sharing these recommendations because we are experts here. We have this expertise and we are sharing our knowledge with you. So you can just download this PDF. It's already here. And kind of like that. That was only one of examples. Yeah. So I think that we can finish right now, but I will ask you quickly tell me firstly goodbye and wish me a good Friday, and just highlight what important things you heard today and maybe what you will think about after our meeting. Yeah. So quickly we can start.
I can start because I have to run.
Yeah.
So very insightful. To folk, I was fascinated about the segments that do not go broad, and now I will think about this content marketing in terms of using these 2 organic channels and how to generate leads quickly and sales.
That's good. That's good. Of course, you can like promote your publications on a LinkedIn, for example, but it will be very expensive for you. Before you raised investors' money, I don't know. In other hand, investors are not so glad that their money will be burned on LinkedIn, man. So who will be next?
Yeah. Okay. But thank you. I will run. Thank you very much.
Here is my link. Here is the link, but I will duplicate it in our correspondence anyway. Here is a link to Calendly where you can book time for our private sessions. Good.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Who'll be next? Let's move on.
I can be next.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was very useful. It opened my eyes about few things. What I was doing wrong. I was always writing an email just to show my product, just to show the problems. So maybe I need a different approach to all the clients. Yeah. Yeah. And I need to define my client more specially. Yeah, that's the main things. And of course, I see that it took a lot of time to do all the things right. Maybe I'm just thinking more and more about the bigger team for our project. Yeah.
And that's a very important indicator. If people share your value, if they believe in your product, they will be ready to work for options.
Yeah.
With very long vesting, bro.
So yeah, in the next sessions, definitely we can talk more special, for our product, and then discuss any
Good.
other things. Okay, thank you. I have to run too. Okay, bye.
Go, bro.
Bye. I can continue with saying that it was really nice to have the discussions around one-liner, and we have been discussing this one-liner already for a while, and I know how difficult it is to find, because we are not only working with the Cucumber, we are working in water area. So maybe we'll have several one-liners for different areas, maybe.
And you will have several of landing pages, and you will have several email sequences, because you just can't send the same content to very different types of customers. And this is the reason why you should to focus on one small segment, because you can, if you have 50 SDRs, sales development representatives, you can cover a lot of segments. If you are an early stage startup and there is like 2 of you are sellers, you just can't deal with that.
No, that's a challenge. But I already now looking forward for our personal meeting with you.
Good, sir. Thank
you. And I wish you a nice coming weekend.
Appreciate it. Thank you. You are the one who told that great words for me. Good. Ernest or Miss Young?
Yeah, I can do the next one. It was a challenge to make a one-liner because we don't have a proper value proposition right now. So first goes the value proposition, and then I guess one-liner will emerge. Okay, and one more interesting thing that I thought about marketing automation is for big companies that have a lot of communication, but actually we need it as well. And there are so many tools that you have shown, and we need a proper marketing manager to deal with all of that, because I understand that it's the whole new universe for me. It will be very hard. I have done it, like I have sent just direct messages, emails, direct communication. It works, but it is like single communication point. We need more than that.
Good. We will go deeper in on our personal sessions. That's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice to see you here.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
I can follow from there. Thanks for today. I think we're actually a little bit on the opposite side. I think among all the tools, we're more familiar with Apollo and perhaps I think the other few, Pipedrive and so on, we're not that familiar. So definitely very interesting to take a deeper look. And I think more important for us to find the most relevant ones, because we don't have a super long list of customers, because we work with certain type of B2B clients. But I think we're sort of in the transition, moving from spreadsheets to something that's relevant as a tool. So we want to combine these. So I think probably more interesting to look a little bit deeper which one would be relevant internally and also in the later session with you. And I think the other interesting aspect is also to get all the materials ready or updated with also some external feedback from you and our customers as well, such as the emails or the text that we are preparing for marketing or communication with customers. So I think those might be our major focus for the later session.
Good deal. Thank you, everyone, guys. I wish you a beautiful Friday and beautiful weekend. Have a
Thank you, Anton. We are continuing tomorrow with Peter early in the morning, doing our one-liner better. Anyway, you know, I have learned a lot, and we have learned a lot during this whole Baltic Impact Accelerator. That we are fighting to learn to speak simpler, not so difficult and science deep in our tiny bubble, you know.
That's a skill, sir. Agree, absolutely agree. Thank you for such warm words. Thank you. I will try deliver more value during our personal sessions. Don't forget to choose the time. Link is there in our chat. So thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.